Hello everybody, and in today's video we're going to cover creating users in ZenduCAM. So we're going to head over to our admin tab, and as the name suggests, you need to be an administrator on a system in order to have access. And the first tab we have is our users tab, and we have a list of all the users that have access to ZenduCAM. And you'll see here we have a little button, allow geotab users not on user list. So that means if you have geotab units and you have your database linked to your ZenduCAM database, just enable this, and any user who has access to your geotab database will also have access to ZenduCAM, so you don't have to create them a separate user. Okay, and if you need to edit any one of your existing users, you simply find them in your list and click the edit button. And to add somebody new, we're going to go ahead and click up here on create user and fill everything out. So the username actually has to be an email, so the username and email will both be the same. And you have to give them a first name, but you don't have to give them a last name. And you have an option to add their phone number and employee ID. And enter them in the appropriate group. So if, for example, you only want them to have access to vehicles inside, let's say, the warehouse group, then you'd only give them access to that group. And security, so this is where you choose whether they're an admin, which has full rights across the board. They can view, access, change anything. User, they have access to everything but the admin tab. Viewer has access to only the map tab up here. And user with no live view, that is a user that has access to everything but the admin tab, but they cannot view live video off the cameras, which has been covered in a separate video. And down here you can select whether they're going to be using the metric or imperial system, so kilometers versus miles. Select whether they're a driver or not. So if you plan to assign this user to vehicles so you can keep track of how they're doing, you make them a driver, that way you can assign them to your trucks. And lastly, you're going to want to have this checked off, that way they receive an email with login instructions and can get going. And when you're all done, click save, and that's all you have to do. And that's it for creating users on ZenduCAM. Thank you very much for joining me, and we'll see you in the next video.